Hey guys, so today we are going to be looking at the verb be. And remember, we've talked about verbs in the past, and the verb is the action in the sentence. So this one's a little bit tricky. The verb be can be used in a couple different forms. So our goal for today is I can form and use forms of the word be, and I can use forms of the word be correctly in our speaking and our writing. So I want to show this video just to show you real quick how there are different forms of the word be. So when I'm saying be, not like the bumblebee, but be in a sentence like will you be my friend? So the word be is in the sentence. So we're going to watch this video and then go on to our sentences.
Am, is, are the verbs of be. Please sing with me. This is, that is, these are, those are. He is, she is, I am, you are. This is, that is, these are, those are. He is, she is, I am, you are. This is big, that is small, these are short, those are tall. He is hungry, she is sleepy, I am sad. You are happy. This is a ball, that is a bat. These are dogs, those are cats. He is a boy, she is a girl, I am a teacher. You are a student. Am, is, are the verbs of be. Thank you for singing with me.
Okay, so this was a kind of silly little song, real short, but what I wanted you to take out of it is that the verbs forms of be are, is, am, and are. And we use those verbs based on the noun. So the verbs am, is, are, was, and were are forms of be. We use am, is, and are when we're talking about present tense verbs, so things that are happening right now. We use was and were in our past tense. So to use the correct form of be, we have to ask ourselves, what is the subject? And do I want to show present or past tense? So if I am looking at the present tense, remember I'm going to use am, is, or are. And if I'm looking at the past tense, I'm going to use was or were. So I, in the present tense, I am interested in history. Or if I'm looking at making this in the past tense, like something that has happened in the past, I was interested in history. When I look at this sentence, the spider outside my window is tiny and gray. I'm looking for my singular subject, which is spider, and my past or my present tense is the word is. The spider is tiny and gray. So in this sentence, I'm using is to show present tense because it is a singular subject. In this sentence, we're looking at present tense, and I'm talking about I. I kind of has its own special word. We use am. So I am interested in spiders. So that is my present tense for the word be. For the past tense, showing things that have happened, we were excited to see it spin its web. So we're looking at we is the verb, or in this case, the pronoun, and the form of be is were. This is happening in the past. We were excited. And another reason that I know this is past tense is because remember when we talked about verbs, we said we would add ed to the past tense to make it, or to the verb to make it past tense. All right, so let's practice some of these together. We are going to choose the verb in the parentheses. So, fossils am or are the remains of plants or animals that lived long ago. So, this is going to be are. Fossils are the remains of plants or animals that lived long ago. So, fossils would be in the present tense. It's telling us about something right now. So we're going to use are. Fossils are. Number 2, one type of fossil is or are found in amber. So you should have said is. We're talking about a singular noun, fossil. So we are going to say one type of fossil is found in amber. Sometimes fossils is or are buried in layers of mud. You should have said are. This one's different than the one before. The one before we had singular fossil, but this time we have plural fossils because we added the S. So instead of saying is, we're going to say are. Sometimes fossils are buried in layers of mud. Number 4, we was or were so excited to see the fossils at the Science Museum. So this is looking at making this sentence past tense by either adding was or were, but because we is a plural pronoun, we're going to use were. We were so excited to see the fossils at the Science Museum. And the last one, I am or is hopeful that I will discover a fossil someday myself. You should have said am. Remember, I gets its own little form of be, and we say am. I am hopeful that I will discover a fossil someday myself. All right, we've got a new paragraph here called the jump rope contest. And I'm going to read that, then we're going to focus on sentence number 3. When the weather is nice, my sister and I like to play outdoor games and run races. I win some of the races, but my sister always beats me at the jump rope. In the past, I is never good with a jump rope. My feet kept getting caught on the rope, but I has wanted to win a jump rope contest for a long time. So I decided to practice every day. Yesterday, my sister and I decided to have a jump rope contest. We are jumping so fast as we could. My practice really paid off because my sister could not keep up with me. So, what changes need to be made to sentence number 3? In the past, I is never good with a jump rope. Are we going to change is to am? Change is to was, change is to were, or no change is needed? You should have said be, change is to was. In the past, I was never good with a jump rope. So in this sentence, we're talking about past tense, and we're talking about I, so we're going to use was. I was never good with a jump rope. All right, so as we go about, we are going to be looking at our verbs for the different forms of be. Remember, am, is, and are show present tense. Was and were show past tense. So that is what we're going to be focusing on today.